I went to the Netherlands and went to Amsterdam. I visited this guy, Boss van Abel. Boss is looking at his Nokia phone one day, his mobile phone. He's like, I wonder how this is made. So he reverse engineers it, looks at it, and says, blood diamonds, basically. Right? All the materials are unethically sourced through Africa and parts of the Middle East and Southeast Asia. You know, kids, like just horrible stuff. And he's like, we could do better. So he gathers a whole bunch of people around, right, in Amsterdam, his friends, and he says, let's make Fairphone the world's only ethically sourced, developed, and designed mobile phone. Half their customers come from Germany now. We can't get it here in America or North America yet. It's crazy. But he said, Dan, look, this is what we're doing. The purpose of Fairphone goes beyond being a company. We're all looking at the world in a different way. That's purpose. So as HR executives, how do you do this? Well, on the personal side, I want you and your entire organization to write an individual declaration of purpose. As was mentioned, mine, we're not here to see through each other. We're here to see each other through. That's why I go around doing these things and giving away books. That's what I believe in. Oh, see, just put a hand up and she got a book. That was amazing. 2, 1 to go. Not 3. Journey wrote a song, Don't Stop Believing, right? So don't stop believing in yourself, but also don't stop developing. Don't just send people to your LMS. God, what is that thing, right? It's archaic, antiquated, and militaristic. Help your people with proper development plans of purpose, like a Mary, so she doesn't feel as though that she has to be fired in order to unearth her own purpose. And lastly, I think you really have to ask yourself that, mirror question. Should you leave because it's not a fit? Or maybe there's some people in your organization, like a Mary, that have to be on their way. Now, maybe it's the same organization in a different role, in a different department or business unit. But you've got to ask these almost existential-like questions of your own personal purpose. And as leaders of people, help those answer them for them, because they're not thinking about it at times. Now, you also have another responsibility, I argue. Because you don't only have a seat at the table, HR, you need to be the table. You're the connected dot of all different business units. It's your job to help the organization see that it can demonstrate good deeds. So, does your organization have its own declaration of purpose? Not a mission statement, not a vision, but why it's here to serve society. Do you have an open, transparent culture? One that's engaged? I'll bring up 2 words for you just for a second. No disrespect to people who may work there. Volkswagen, Wells Fargo. How do you think the people feel at those 2 organizations today? And then lastly, how do you realign the organization so that the CFO, the board, the CEO aren't just in it for profit, shareholder return, dividends, or in some cases, obviously, just power, if you're not a for-profit organization. And then you got to start asking yourself, okay, well, what about the people in their roles? Well, I think the first step is for employees to see that they may be in one of these 3 different mindsets. And if they're particularly in job or career, something needs to be done about it. So on the job mindset, ask those questions. Does it feel transactional? Is it hedonic? Is it just a paycheck? Can we help you? And if they're in the career mindset, both remind them to send the elevator back down, but that the organization ought to be playing for the crest on the front, not the name on the back of the jersey. That's it. Now, it sounds simple, but it really does come down to who are you, what are you, and how are you going to show up? What's the organization made of? And what are those roles made of inside the organization? When it connects, you've got some good sweet spots happening.